So we are here in Clanmil with two members of our Clanmil Community Choir, Julie.
Hi.
And Hannah.
Hi.
So Julie and Hannah are going to tell you about how they feel about being in the Clanmil Choir, and we'll probably do a few posts because how they feel might change a bit later on down the line when I give them really tough music to do. And they may be hating it at that stage. So yeah, we'll have a chat with Julie first. So Julie, we'll start with Julie first.
Okay.
So I'll tell you first that Julie, when we first started the choir, Julie was one of the first to sign up to the choir. And Julie, tell me why you decided to join the choir.
Lots of reasons. Love singing. Used to sing when I was in school.
Yeah.
Love getting a few drinks at the weekend, having a wee sing to myself in the shower.
Yeah.
But more personally, I lost my grandfather in July last year, and he was a singer.
Okay.
And so when you had said about coming in September and you were going to start the choir, I thought, perfect, ideal for me.
Okay, great.
So that was my main reason for coming, but yeah.
So you said you lost your
grandfather.
Yeah. And was
He was
the
a singer.
singing? He was a singer.
He was a singer.
So was this you trying to be close to your granddad, or what was this about?
I mean, he always sung to us as kids. He sung at my wedding. You know, he was always singing when he was around the house. You know, so it was something that we always had in the background. You know, there was always a voice there. So yeah, it's maybe something that I will feel like I'm close to him, but it'll help me sort of cope with him not being here anymore. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. And then tell me, 1 second. So tell me then about how's your choir journey been so far?
Great, it's been really good. Obviously it's a bit daunting at the start when you first sort of come in, because you're singing in front of people you've never really sung in front of before, and it's a bit sort of, everybody's a wee bit quiet, a wee bit mousy, and then after sort of the first sort of 2 weeks, it was everybody singing together. It was great. So I love it. I love coming every week. I love coming, seeing everybody and seeing the journey that we've done so far. And now that we're actually performing, it's a bit weird, but yeah, I'm loving it.
How does it make you feel?
Brilliant.
In terms of your personal, your own kind of personal development, inner development?
Well, I think it's given me a wee bit more confidence. I mean, I sung with the choir when I was in school, and I mean, that was years ago, and I haven't done it again since then. Yeah. But, you know, I would have thought before joining the choir, I would never have got up and sung in front of people again. Never done that. But now that I've done it with the choir, I feel like, yeah, I can do this. So it's boosted me big time.
Brilliant. And you do a lot of one-to-ones in your work?
Yeah.
With people,
yeah.
You know, you're meeting tenants all the time.
Yeah.
Has it helped with that in any way?
Yeah, it has, because you do feel a wee bit more empowered and a wee bit more, I feel more in control of my confidence, and it makes me feel like I can just go, yeah, I can do this.
Brilliant.
So it's been great for me.
Brilliant.
So far.
Wow, that's amazing,
Just
isn't it?
stick me out at the front.
That's amazing. So this is Julie, and this is the start of her journey. So we are now going to meet Hannah, and Hannah has joined us recently, so I thought it was really interesting to have somebody who joined at the very start and somebody who has just joined after seeing what the choir has done so far. So Hannah, tell me why you decided to join. Or first of all, before you say that, when you first heard about the choir, what did you think, in all honesty?
I just kind of thought it wasn't really for me. It's really daunting singing in front of people, and it wasn't for me. But once I saw the choir performing, I was like, they look like they're having really good fun, and it's something I want to try out.
Oh, brilliant! That's really great. So you felt like you wanted to try it out, and you've been with us now for 2 weeks.
Yep.
How have you found it so far?
Great. The first night I came in, I was like, it's probably my first and last time, and then I came out absolutely buzzing.
So when you said you thought it was your first and last time before you started or afterwards?
Before, whenever I was coming through the door, I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go and see, but I'll probably not be back.
Okay. And why did you think that?
I think it was mainly like a confidence thing, and thought I couldn't sing, and I surprised myself as well. Yeah, so it's good.
And do you know what? What was really interesting about Hannah was there was this really quiet confidence that she had. She was sitting at the back of the room, but not shrinking away, but she was just sitting back and kind of taking it all in her own time, and but really quietly confident. I really liked that about you, and you were willing to give everything a go, which was really, really nice. So on your very first experience of the choir, how did it make you feel? So, because what you were saying at the beginning was, it isn't for me. Would you consider yourself a shy person?
Yeah, I'm really shy.
Right, okay. And because I know there are a lot of shy people here in the office. And as a shy person then, how did that make you feel on that first choir experience?
I felt really like it was a daunting thing coming through that door, and obviously I kind of knew everybody, but at the same time I was like, right, I'm going to have to sing in front of them. This is something I wouldn't do normally. So, no, but it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
And did you feel alone when you were doing that singing experience? Did you feel alone?
No, everyone comes together and helps each other, and I relied on Julie a lot the first day to try and get my notes. So.
Unfortunately, come in.
These selfie sticks are great, by the way. Because you're not alone, because it's just one big happy group of people, and we all do various jobs, and that doesn't really play a part in the choir. The different roles that we play. When it comes to the choir, we're all on the same page. Did you feel like that yourself?
Yeah. I noticed everyone was coming together, and everyone's got really good relationships now. And
Yeah. That's a really interesting point. Talking about relationships in the office. You slide over there, Julie. How has the relationships in the office been for you now that you've joined the choir?
Well, it has kind of changed, because you're getting to speak to people that you don't maybe ordinarily would speak to through your working day. So the fact that you're spending a couple of hours, maybe once a week with these people who you do work with every day, but you're not getting that social sort of, part of it. But it's been great, because you're getting to speak to people from development and, Karen from upstairs, and even the likes of Kevin, who I wouldn't really, sort of work with.
Who wants to speak to Kevin? Joking.
But you're getting that sort of connection with those people. It's great.
Yeah.
It feels like a wee family.
Yeah, no, it really does. And I have to say that I've only been in Clanmil a year, and it takes a long time to get to know people, for them to get to know you, and for me to get to know them. And the choir has been an amazing help to me in terms of integrating myself into Clanmil and the large organisation that it is, and it has been pretty much life-changing from a work experience. It's kind of just opened doors to, I suppose, just a more real connection with people. You can get very pigeonholed into having a work mindset, and everything's perfect in this work mindset. But I think the choir has opened up the door that every work environment just has real people. We're just normal people, real people, no matter what our role is within the office, and that's a liberating thing, I think, for all of us. So, and I think a lot of people, in terms of de-stressing, how's that been for you? I know you've only been in it a couple of weeks, Has there been, from your perspective first, just having been in it a couple of weeks, is it a de-stressing thing for you, or, you know, how's it the feel-good factor in the actual thing?
Yeah. I came out that first night absolutely buzzing, just like happy and
Brilliant.
Can't wait for next week.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And Julie, what about you?
Yeah, it's been great because you can switch off the minute you come in here. It's not work.
Yeah.
You're coming in here to a group of friends, so
Yeah.
you switch off completely. So your stress just leaves.
Yeah. And it is, and the fact that we are in the office, rehearsing, practicing, doesn't change or doesn't affect the feel-good factor.
No.
You know, it's actually quite nice to know that within the work environment, you can actually have this really relaxed, happy atmosphere, and just work on projects that are just feel good. Yeah. All right, so I think that's a great start to hearing about how some of the Clanmil members feel being in the choir. And as I say, mental health is a big issue here in Northern Ireland. So, and to see there are numerous studies out there about mental health and things that are out there to help improve mental health. But singing is definitely one of them. And so, on the journey, on our Clanmil journey as a choir, I think we'll just share different people's perspective because not everyone's the same and we don't all feel it in the same way. But we'll share, or I will share with you from time to time how we are all getting on. So, thank you both.
Thank you.
For doing my bloggy blog, as I call it, because I'm so old-fashioned and I don't really like doing these things. But this was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Wasn't that bad, was it?
It was good.
All right. See you all later.
Bye.